If you're looking for a side hustle that's ridiculously easy and pays a lot, then I have the one for you. I tried donating plasma for 6 months and made $1,700 on the side. Without getting too technical, plasma is very valuable. It's found in your blood cells and it's used to treat a variety of diseases. So, medical providers are willing to pay top dollar for your plasma. These facilities can be found all throughout the US. There's a variety of companies. The one that I went to is called BioLife. Now, my first visit took me over 3 hours to get through all the setup and the testing to make sure that I was even qualified to donate plasma. It was a lot like a doctor's visit. They were having me do a physical and they were taking my temperature and drawing my blood and all these other sorts of tests to make sure that I was a good candidate. Now, after your first time, this process goes a lot faster. Typically, I can get in and out in about 45 minutes to an hour tops. When you're in the chair, it's going to be a little weird and maybe painful the first time. It's not too much different from just drawing blood. And honestly, once you make it through the first time, it's not that bad going forward. You're used to it, you're comfortable with it, it's not a big deal. Now, here's the best part and why I love this side hustle so much. While you're in that chair, you're doing absolutely nothing. So you can do literally anything you want. I would take phone calls, listen to podcasts, read books. I'm a college student, so I would work on schoolwork while I was there. You can even bring your computer, and if you have a side hustle you can do remotely, well then you can literally get paid while you're getting paid. Now, I made $1,700 throughout those 6 months of doing this, but what you really want to know is how much work did it actually take to get the money? Typically, the way it works is they want you to come in twice a week, 4 times a month, for a total of 8 donations every month. Now, you don't have to do the full 8 a month. And actually, we're gonna talk a little bit later about why you might not want to do it. But you get to choose your time, you get to choose your day, and the pay is structured so that you come in consistently. One plasma donation is not enough for them to do what they need to do, so they need you to come in multiple times to make it worth their while. And so they will pay you roughly $20 to $30 on the first visit of the week, and then they'll pay you $70 to $90 on the second visit of the week. So you'll see if you just say, hey, I'm gonna go in once a week, well, you're not gonna make enough money for it to be worth your time. So you can gamify this a little bit. Maybe you don't wanna do all 8, but you can do 4, twice a week, bi-weekly. But they definitely will incentivize you to come in consistently. If you come in all 8 times a month, then we're gonna start paying you an extra $10, $20, $30 per appointment, which is really gonna add up over time. And if you're like me, you're gonna be all over that. So you're gonna be showing up consistently all the time because you want that money. But there are cons to donating plasma, and I definitely want to touch on that real quick because I actually quit donating plasma about a year ago. See, with plasma, you're technically only supposed to donate once or twice a month according to the FDA, and yet the plasma centers want you to come in 8 times per month. Now, to their credit, they will tell you from the very beginning and every single visit afterward that you need to do these 2 things. You need to stay ridiculously hydrated, and you need to eat at certain times and not too close to the appointment, okay? If you're doing those 2 things and you're a relatively healthy person, then you're probably good to go. However, I did not listen to them. I would often come after a big workout and my heart rate would be too low. I'd be dehydrated. I wasn't drinking near enough water. I would chug it right before the appointment on my drive there, and they told you absolutely don't do that. A lot of times I wouldn't have eaten since the day before. It was honestly a mess, and it didn't take long. Well, it took 6 months to catch up to me. I was experiencing symptoms similar to food poisoning, and I didn't know at first that it was actually the plasma causing it, but it didn't take me long to figure out that was what was going on. So if you're gonna do this side hustle, just make sure you do research. Get on Google and see what you can find out. Make sure this is a healthy decision for you, because it didn't end up being one for me. And honestly, in making this video, I'm really tempted to go back knowing what I know now and give it another try. So what do you think? Is this a good side hustle for you? Let me know in the comments down below. And if this isn't for you, well, I have other side hustles that you definitely need to try. If you want to make really good money on the side, make sure you check that out right here, and I'll see you next week.